Hello lads. Today I'm just bringing a quick video of a team for the what's it called? One of the Path of Growth, Path of Adventure dungeons. It's let me find the name real quick as soon as the game loads. Uh, yeah, so we go to Path of Growth, Path of Adventure, and Lava Cave. So I found a level 15 team that is both really fast and really safe. I think the success rate of the team is around 95+%, so I'm failing like once every 15 to 20 runs. The teams are very similar to this, to the top team. So basically, it is Bastet lead, the Dark Harpy, and Theomars. For most of the monsters, you will need max skills. So, for example, Bastet, it is super important to have these two skills maxed. For Tiamars, naturally you'd want the skills maxed for more damage. However, it is not too necessary. It is useful to have the Endure skill up. I believe it is this one. Yeah, so it provides you with a longer Endure timer, so up to 21%. That allows you to clutch battles a lot, and you might actually see, I believe in one of the battles in the recording, the fight was very close, and Theo Mars just getting that endure pretty much clutches the run. For Helia, I'd say she's not as important to have a great build for. The runes are completely up to you. The stats, pretty much all of the stats that are required is that your accuracy is decently high. She's running a different set now than the one I've used in the battle, I think, but basically you just want a decent precision and high accuracy so she could land her third skill as soon as possible. As the third skill gives a defense break and damage taken up, or as I like to refer it as brand, just because it's been called like that in the different game. So yeah, as soon as she lands this, Theomax will start doing like 5% of the boss's HP each basic attack. And the strategy behind the boss is actually... Yeah, so the strategy behind him is that if he attacks you while you have no beneficial effects, he will get a beneficial effects himself. However, if he attacks a unit that has any beneficial effect, so for example in this team it will be the Bastet, the boss will not get any beneficial effects and will be way easier to kill. So essentially the strategy is to bring at least one buffer. If you do not have a Bastet, you can try to substitute it for a Shannon or a different attack buffer, but Bastet is by far the best. And I'm calling this team easily obtainable. I'm not gonna say free to play since it does contain 2 nat 5s and an LD 3-star unit. However, all three of these units could have been easily obtained. So Bastet could be obtained from the event that just ended. So for most people watching this video, you will have a Bastet and you will most likely have multiple skill ups for her. Theomars was available in the previous summon event, so I also expect you to have at least one Theomars. If you do not, you can actually substitute her for the light Amazon. She also does very decent damage for bosses. However, since this boss takes extra damage from basic attacks, Theomars is naturally a better choice, but I've tested her and she definitely still works. You might have a little lower success rate just because she does not have the endure that Thermomax provides, but definitely still a decent option, and for her you should focus solely on crit and crit damage, not as much of attack and attack speed as Theomars, as my Theomars was on a very high attack speed build, and as I couldn't get a high crit rate, I put a crit rate slot 4 on him. I've tested with crit damage, but the crit rate dealt more damage from what I've seen. So yeah, and for the runs themselves, the runes and the team gameplay will be shown in a second. The runes will be shown at the end. Skill ups for each monster will also be shown together with the runes. And yeah, other than that, enjoy.